Hello and welcome. This is my M1 Pro MacBook Pro 14-inch base model with 1TB SSD. And I have had it for over 6 months now. And this is my very first MacBook. And I really like it. And there are two main reasons I like it. First of all, this has the M1 chip. And I have always had Windows, of course, with Intel chips. And Windows laptops are really, they are always loud because the fans are always spinning. Even if I don't do anything on the laptop, Windows itself is always doing something. And the fans are spinning, it gets hot, and the battery life is bad on Windows laptops, generally. So, okay, so that's what I'm coming from. What I really like about that is that it's like an iPad or iPhone because of the M1 chip. I never turn this laptop off. Okay, I always keep it turned on. I just close the lid and I just leave it like that for hours, for days. Sometimes it's connected to my OWC Thunderbolt 4 docking station, but many times I just use it like this and I never have to turn it off. Right now, if I just open the lid, okay, I have to turn it around. Okay, I just open the lid. Boom. It's ready to go because it was unlocked by the Apple Watch, but it's also got the fingerprint reader. So what I really like about it is that I never have to turn it off, and when I open the lid, it's instantly ready. It just fires up, it logs in if you have the Apple Watch, or you just log in with the fingerprint scanner. So it's instantly ready to go and you never have to turn it off. That's I really like. And when I just close it again, and when it's closed I can leave it for hours, for days like this, and it doesn't drain the battery. I never notice any significant battery drain, so it's amazing. After maybe days it loses maybe a few percent battery, I don't know, I never notice. And really, this is the best thing about this MacBook, that it works like an iPad or iPhone. I never turn it off. As soon as I open it, it's ready to go. It's fantastic. Now the other thing is that it's very silent. I never hear the fans. So sometimes, you know, I do some iOS development, like just for fun, because for work I do not just iOS but also other software development. But for fun, in my private free time, I do some iOS development. I do some video editing with DaVinci Resolve, and I watch videos, you know, I do all the normal stuff, and I never hear the fans. They never come on. The laptop never gets hot, never even warm, so it's always cool, it's always silent. The battery life is great, and you know, this is just amazing. Now I have Steam on it, and sometimes I play Metro Exodus, which is a game designed for Intel chips, but you know, the MacBook has Rosetta, which enables you to run Intel software written for Intel chips, and Metro Exodus runs great on this machine. Now, the only time this machine is loud and hot is when I play Metro Exodus, because it's a game, of course, and it's not made for the Apple chip, so you know, I think that's quite normal. But when I play, it's really, the fans are going like crazy, it gets very hot. But you know, this is not what it was meant for. So that's why if you just use it for normal stuff, normal productivity, then at least in my case, it's never loud, it's never hot. And yeah, really. Now, what are the other things I like about it? Because when I got this, I actually wanted to get the M1 MacBook Air, but I had a few problems with the Air. And first of all, the M1 Air and also the M2 Air only supports one external monitor, and this is for me a deal breaker because I use two external monitors, one 32-inch 4K monitor and one 27-inch 2K monitor. And I have my OWC Thunderbolt 4 docking station, which connects everything together. And I need two external monitors, so that's why I had to get the M1 Pro MacBook Pro. And why the 14-inch? Because when I really use it for like really for productivity, I connect it to the docking station and I use the external monitors and also the built-in monitor. But when I'm not connected to the docking station, it's good to have a smaller laptop. So that's why the 14-inch. And what else did I want to say? Yeah, the there are some other upgrades to this machine. For example, the speakers. The speakers are fantastic. They sound great. The best quality speakers I have ever seen or heard in any laptop. And the loudness is also very good, because in many cases laptops are they cannot be loud enough, but this one can be very, very loud, and the sound quality is fantastic. And also the screen is just beautiful. Now it has a 120 Hz screen, but I never noticed that it would be better. I use it right next to my 60 Hz monitors, but I just never noticed the difference, that it's 120 Hz. I never notice it. And that's quite interesting, because I have the iPhone 13, the one with the 60 Hz screen, or the normal iPhone 13, and I tried an iPhone 13 Pro with the 120 Hz display, and in the case of the iPhone, I can immediately tell the difference. The iPhone 13 Pro just feels much better, much more fluid, but with this one, I don't feel the difference, Okay, but what I feel and what I see immediately compared to my external monitors is that the colors on this display are just extremely beautiful. This is the most beautiful display I have ever seen. Colors are beautiful, there is no backlight bleeding, absolutely zero backlight bleeding, so darks are very dark. So yeah, this is the best quality display I have ever seen. And now it's got the notch, but I don't care about the notch, because I have this app called, I think it's Bartender or something like that, which organizes the little icons here, and you see whenever I move the mouse there, the icons appear, and if I have more icons than the place here, then you have this arrow and you can see all your icons. So really, this app solves the notch problem. I think it's a paid app, I'm not sure, I don't remember, but I don't care about the notch. And also the camera, the webcam is very nice. So if you want to use this for like Google Meet, or how it's called, like online web calls or web conferences, this is a great multimedia device because of the speakers, because of the display, because of the webcam, and overall it's a fantastic device. It's a very nice package, and really the best thing about this laptop is the M1 chip. It's really a game changer. It destroys Intel, maybe even AMD, but yeah, it has the same kind of an architecture. I mean, AMD and Intel, they are like, M1 is completely different than AMD and Intel, and M1 is really a game changer, because with this I have, and you can have, a laptop with a real desktop power, but you can use it as an iPad. You just close it, you never turn it off. Whenever you need it, you just open it, it immediately unlocks, it doesn't drain battery, and also battery life is very nice, because you can watch a lot of videos with it. I watch YouTube, but I use Safari, because Safari is the best for the battery, and in my experience Chrome, for example, uses more battery, but yeah, these are the apps I use the most. Yeah, and it's got also some nice ports. So it's got Thunderbolt 4 ports on both sides, and this is also an important thing, because the MacBook Air has these ports only on one side, I think, which is really not pro. And it's got MagSafe, which is very convenient, although because battery life is so good, need to charge this MacBook so much, because you know, when it's docked, it's charging over the Thunderbolt port anyways, and it's got HDMI, SD card slot, but I never use these, so I don't care about HDMI and SD card slot. What I really care about is the M1 chip, the Thunderbolt 4 ports, the display, the speakers, and yeah, but really the greatest thing is the M1 chip. Now it's also very thick and heavy. Given that it's only 14 inches, it's a heavy laptop, but I don't care because I'm strong enough. I can carry it, and it's, of course, it's not so heavy, but given that it's 14 inch, it's heavy. So yeah, but this is a fantastic device, and really just have a look at it. That's how quick it is. Okay, now it's locked, screen is locked, laptop is closed. Now we open it, boom, it's immediately ready, unlocked by the Apple Watch. So it works very well together with the iPhone, with the Apple Watch, also with the HomePods, the HomePod minis. I have two HomePod minis on my desk, and you can use the HomePod minis wirelessly as speakers for the MacBook, for example. And because I have two of them, it's like you can set it up as a stereo speaker system. So that's a fantastic thing. And the touchpad is nice, the gestures are fantastic, the keyboard is very nice. I'm very happy that we don't have the stupid touch bar anymore, because the physical keys are much better. And you know, I do programming, and for programming I like to have physical keys. Yeah, that's it. And the display, this screen is awesome. There are a lot of reflections, but yeah, beautiful. This is just the most beautiful screen I have ever seen. Yeah, and it really destroys Windows laptops, because it doesn't matter how good a Windows laptop you have, how expensive it is. I know from experience, because for work we have very nice Windows laptops, but even those, they are loud, they get slow under load, battery life isn't good, they get hot. Yeah, and this one is just really for work. I don't mean gaming, because gaming makes it loud and hot, but for real work, for productivity, for things that it's meant for, it's cool, it's silent, battery life is great, it's instantly ready, you never have to turn it off. It's fantastic. Okay, I think that's it. And I really like this Dbrand skin. It just looks so good, and with this NDC sticker, yeah, NDC, I like NDC, especially on the flighty. Did I show the other side? Yeah. Okay. That's it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.